Rochester, New York, and I had a great visit. I stayed with my friend Lawrence Jones, who I met at the Kenyon Playwrights Conference in Gambier, Ohio. So, talk about a connection. He took me on an amazing tour of Rochester in the car. We went all around, saw U of R, we saw the old little movie theater that was saved. It was an Art Deco movie theater. We saw Eastman's house, Sam Eastman, yeah, some billionaire. We saw the Kodak building, and one of my big takeaways from my trip there is, after buying a car, to think about a place you're living as a car you're buying. You know, some cars have a lot of features, bells and whistles, big navigation system, Sirius satellite XM, a moonroof. Thinking about where you live and those bells and whistles as things you might do once or twice. Like if you live in New York, which I lived in New York, it's like, oh, it's so amazing. We have the Whitney, we have the Frick, we have MoMA, we have the Natural History Museum. It's like, how often do you actually go when you live somewhere? I feel like I saw the real New York when I had people visiting and I wanted to show people. That's when I got to experience. So it's almost like those are the features that you don't really use all that often. And then it comes down to, well, what's the car like? What's the cabin space? When you think of New York as a car, it's not a very comfortable or big car. And if you think about the subway system, it's like your car stalls you for 30 minutes every day on your way to work. When you think about, is it worth those accoutrements versus the comfort? And being in Rochester, it's like seeing a town that actually functions. I mean, it has problems. Obviously, childhood poverty is big, but they have an amazing market that's actually really popular, a huge theater district, huge museums, a beautiful downtown, a lot of great restaurants, a lot of park space, the Genesee Brewery, birthplace of my good friend Jenny Light. You just start to wonder at a certain point, and he was talking about the housing prices there. You can get a really nice 3-4 bedroom house in a really great safe neighborhood with good public schools for $175,000, $200,000. And you just start to wonder, what do you need from where you live? And I know I sort of make it seem like this is a gimmick, but when I come back from Oxford, I don't know where I'm going to go. I don't know if I can do LA or New York again, because I have this sort of gnawing feeling that my civic duty is to go to a place where maybe there aren't a million people like me. Maybe there are cities that need someone who's interested in doing what I do. And so we're not huddling together with people that have the same opinions as us and the same skill set and are trying to do the same thing and compete for those jobs. Maybe it's better to live in a place where you can be a part of a community and affect something. And that's just what I left Rochester thinking. It's a beautiful place. It seems like the real kind of place you can, raise a family, be a happy person. So I'm on my way to Winooski, Vermont, and I've fallen in love with every place I've gone. I'm sure I'm going to fall in love with Winooski as well.